Hello, this is Corey from Earthquaker Devices, and I'm about to reveal all of the secrets of your Astral Destiny. The Astral Destiny is a powerful modulated octave reverb device with 8 different reverb programs, 8 totally customizable presets, assignable expression or CV control, and a super cool stretch feature, but more on that later. The sounds and textures inside this pedal are truly unique and will span from deep and immersive atmospheres to a space organ with lasers, or dreamy and modulated VHS tapes, or even the sound and feeling of getting sucked into a black hole. Now there's a lot to cover inside this pedal, so let's start by taking a look at the control layout and then get a sense for how the pedal operates. First, at the top left, we have preset. This is an 8-position rotary switch that will allow you to recall one of the 8 presets. In the top middle, we have length, and this will allow you to choose the reverb length. When it's all the way counterclockwise, it'll be about a 2-second reverb tail, and when you turn it all the way clockwise, it'll be close to a 10-second reverb tail. But when you engage the stretch, that will double to nearly 20 seconds. At the top right, we have mode, and this will allow you to choose between one of the 8 different reverb programs. At the bottom left, we have depth. This allows you to adjust the intensity of the modulation. Then next to that, we have rate. This allows you to adjust the speed of the modulation. Next to that, we have our tone control. Clockwise from noon will boost treble, counterclockwise will cut treble. And this control is particularly handy to tame upper harmonics or to boost some metallic reflections. And of course, we have mix. This is the level of the wet signal. At the bottom right, we have our activate foot switch. This will allow you to activate or deactivate the reverb effect, but also allow you to access preset mode. At the bottom left, we have our stretch foot switch. And on the western side of the device, we have our expression or CV input. Now let's decipher these 8 reverb modes. Now, exploring territory in which your ambiances are tuned and harmonized rather than your input source will yield some pretty interesting results. So I'll play through each of the modes so you get an idea of what they sound like. Now I may add modulation or change the tonal settings across some of the examples, but note that these parameters can be adjusted to taste for every mode. So let's start with Abyss. Now this is a huge and immersive reverb with no octave effects added. It's truly the atmospheric core sound of the pedal and a great place to start. The next mode we have here is Shimmer, and this will add an upper octave to the reverb tail, and this is where the tone control will come in handy to either tame or accentuate a lot of the high end. Now the next mode we have is Sub. This will add a lower octave to the reverb tail. So listen as I play higher on the neck to hear the low octave really come through. The next mode is Sub Shimmer. This will add a lower and an upper octave to the reverb tail. This is my personal favorite mode in the pedal. With high depth settings, you can get a really cool warbly tape vibe. Next up, we have the Astral mode. Now, like Sub Shimmer, it has a lower and an upper octave, but now it has a regenerating tail, which will cause the octave effects to continuously bloom and evolve. Next up, we have the Ascend mode. Now this is continuously upward pitch shifting. So it's really great for horror effects or for building tension. Next up, we have the Descend mode. This is continuously downwards pitch shifting. And this mode is really fun to use with the stretch feature to push and pull the pitch of the music. Finally, we have Cosmos mode. Now, similarly to the Astral mode, it has a continuously regenerating tail, but instead of octaves, it's using a fifth. This one's very cool and sci-fi sounding. The stretch feature is super unique and really sets the Astral Destiny apart from a lot of the other reverbs on the market today. Now, a lot happens when you engage the stretch function. First, there'll be a temporary change in pitch, and you'll be doubling the length of the reverb tail. But since you're dragging down the entire operation, you'll also notice that the modulation will slow down. Tonally, you'll get darker, a little bit more lo-fi and gritty. Also, this will affect the way the octaves and harmonies bloom and evolve over time. You can tap the stretch foot switch for an immediate pitch change between the two states, or you can press and hold the stretch foot switch for a temporary pitch bending effect. Now, the speed of the pitch bending effect can be programmed by holding down the stretch foot switch and turning the length control. Simply turn it clockwise for a longer pitch bend and counterclockwise for a shorter pitch bend. Now let's take a look at the expression control. You can use any TRS expression pedal or control voltage from 0 to 3.3 volts to take control over the length, depth, rate, tone, or mix panel controls. And it's really easy to assign a parameter to the expression input. First, plug the expression pedal in and put it in the toe down position and leave it there. Next, turn the panel control on the Astral Destiny you wish to assign the expression input to, and then put the expression pedal in the heel down position. And there you go. Now, it's also really easy to reassign. Simply leave the expression pedal plugged in, put it back in the toe position, touch the panel control you wish to assign it to, heel down, and then you're good to go. Most people will reliably stick a reverb pedal at the end of the chain and run everything into them. Well, since there are no rules on pedal order, check out what happens when you put the Astral Destiny first in the chain to get a totally different sound. The Astral Destiny will operate between two main modes, live mode and preset mode. Live mode, this is the standard mode of operation for the Astral Destiny and will be visually indicated by a green or red activate LED. In this mode, all of the panel controls will visually indicate the current settings. Now in preset mode, which is indicated by a yellow activate LED, the panel controls will no longer operate as visually set, and instead, the Astral Destiny will use stored control settings for each selected preset position. Now, anything that's made available to you on the pedal can be stored and recalled in a preset, including your expression assignments and your stretch lengths. Now, to bounce back and forth between live and preset mode, simply hold down the activate foot switch until the LEDs flash. And it's really great to be able to completely and seamlessly change the settings on the pedal without having to bend over and touch a single knob, which proves to be very handy in a performance setting. So in this next example, I'll start in preset mode and record a layer in a loop, and then go to live mode and create a top line. Let's create a preset together just so you can see how easy it is. To access preset mode, from live mode, hold down the activate foot switch for about 2 seconds. You'll notice that the activate LED will turn solid yellow, indicating that you are now in preset mode. From here, you can turn the preset rotary switch to access any of the 8 stored presets. To save a preset, from either live or preset mode, turn the preset rotary switch to the desired location you wish to save your preset. Next, dial in the desired settings you wish to save. Now remember, your expression assignments and your stretch lengths can also be stored and recalled. When you're ready to save, hold down both foot switches until the LEDs flash 4 times, then release. Your preset is now saved. Now to edit or overwrite a preset, once in preset mode, make the desired changes to any of the controls in the selected preset. Any controls that have not been changed will remain as previously saved. From here, you'll notice that the activate LED will flash yellow, indicating that a change has been made to the stored preset. Once you're ready to save, hold down both foot switches until the LEDs flash 4 times and then release. The activate LED will turn to a static yellow and the previous preset has been overwritten. Thank you for checking out the Astral Destiny with me. I cannot wait to see what you all come up with. If you have any questions about this pedal or any of the other devices in our line, be sure to check out earthquakerdevices.com, and I'll see you next time.